On the air, not quite started yet. First show of the year, Eric. I'm excited for this. Not a lot of news. We're just going to be doing some free for all topics, lots to talk about. Um, just lots of stuff in general to talk about today. So, no tournament this month. I think this is going to be a month where we just do free for all, actual free for all. I need to change that. Let's do time. There we go. Boom. Done. We're waiting for Breakman. We usually start at 7 Eastern, so if you're listening on Twitch or YouTube archives, we start 7 Eastern on Fridays. Obviously, we were off last week, but this is the first show of the year, so it should be a ton of fun. Lots to talk about. A little bit of news today. What else do we got here? I got a review. Definitely got a Stinko. And a lot of Sweetos today from me. So, and for our free-for-all, we're going to be talking about maybe some of those Sweetos that I'll bring up, and also we didn't have a chance to talk about the 1 year anniversary of January 6th, so we'll be talking a little bit about that and some other shenanigans. So if you can, join us live every Friday, 7 Eastern time, and sometimes a little bit before then. How was your week, man? It was okay?
Yeah.
Are you guys getting ravaged in Ohio by COVID like we are here?
Pretty much it's the same everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. People not getting vaccinated, people not understanding the gravity of the situation, not trusting the science. Now, I'm of the mind, Eric, and we haven't had a real good chance to talk about this. I don't want anybody to misconstrue what I'm saying, because I am vaccinated, but we never had it.
I had a big creeping worry that Dr. Malone was only brought on Jimmy Dores because he is a peddler and misinformation.
Well, possibly. I mean,
he had a point with mandates, not necessarily the fact that they exist, but how they were being implemented.
Yeah.
At the time, which made sense, but shortly after that, he apparently engaged in all kinds of stuff along. Jimmy Dore is just saying whatever he fucking wants to.
I don't have a problem with the mandates, but I also don't have a problem with people not abiding by the mandates, and I'll tell you why, Eric. Because I'm tired of it, right? People are tired of it. I understand the feeling, but I'm not tired in the traditional sense of the word. Like, I'm not saying I'm an anti-masker, type.
You're probably saying you wish people would just do the job.
No, right? What I'm saying is, I'm tired of being told that everywhere you have to wear a mask. All right, and now the reason being.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
I'd rather get over this so we don't have to.
Right. I'd rather everybody get vaccinated, right? And then we don't have to deal with this shit anymore, right?
But that's kind of like how I don't want to hear LGBT people and complain about having to struggle through life because of all the oppression against them, because I'd like that oppression to go away.
Right. But here's my feelings on the matter. I feel that the government shouldn't be the one telling you what to do with wearing masks, right? I feel that you should do it on your own accord. And if you don't and you're not vaccinated, then you take the risk, right? There are plenty of people that are now on ventilators that are begging people to take the vaccine. Whether or not you take it's up to you, But what's up, Tofor? Nice to have you in there.
One idea which was suggested quite a while ago by Rebecca Watson, that she read a report about a pharmacy who I don't know if it was COVID specifically, but it was a vaccine, and they were mandating the vaccine for that, and people wanted to opt out, and So they allowed the opt out, but they made them jump through several billion hoops and provide reasonable information as to why they don't want to get a vaccination.
Yeah.
So the harder you make it, then the more of a hassle you make it, the more you can strong arm to people to actually getting the shot.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with that because as a private business, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. Now, the government telling you to do it, that's a different story. That's something I got a problem with. I mean, it's just like when I walk into a library and they want me to wear a mask. Well, fuck you. This is a public building. This is, open to the public, and you're not going to tell me what to do. That's just the way it is. I took the vaccine because I knew the risk, and honestly, at this point, if you haven't gotten a vaccine and you end up getting sick, then it's on you. So I mean, as sad as that is, Eric, I mean, it's sad, right? That people don't trust the science. I did my homework. I looked at the science of the vaccine. I mean, I think I agree with a lot of people when they say it was fear driven, but I honestly think rightfully so. We should have been scared of this fucking disease from the get go, And if that's what drove people to get their vaccines, that's what drove people to get their vaccines. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell people. There were Republicans, Democrats that refused to get the vaccine, and now they're, on ventilators begging people to get the fucking vaccine. I mean, it's sad. I mean, you got to look at the science away from politics and decide for yourself. If you decide not to get it because of the adverse effects, or that's your business, but if you catch COVID, there's a good chance you're going to get really, really sick. So it's just it's a lot to think about. But I'm kind of like to the point where, the mask stuff, and also I was looking at the effectiveness of mask, Eric. They're not that effective. I mean,
they're really only good if you're. The only thing they're good for is
keeping others.
If you're already sick or symptomatic,
yeah,
keep other people from being sick.
Yeah,
but the idea is everybody wears a mask and we reduce the risk of getting each other infected.
I mean, I think we should not go in a lockdown per se, but I think the government should say all businesses shut down, right? For at least 2-3 months. Let's get a handle on this, but let's send you some money.
Let's do checks again.
Yeah, send you guys some money so you can survive.
And get like real incentives, like actually enough to pay rent for.
Yeah,
rent in some places is ridiculous.
Yeah, I say 2,000 each person, right? Just for a period of 3 months, it could make a big difference. Let's not talk about the economic factors. If you really want to get rid of this damn disease, then pay us to stay home. That's the best way.
Earlier in the pandemic, my job, I should complain about this with that. It's like, how ridiculous is this company? Because they've taken away the 2 weeks paid vacation for when you if you had COVID and you'd just be off of work that time.
Yeah.
But if you get it now, you have to still sign out for 2 weeks, but you're not getting that paid money.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem.
That's gonna fuck you over when it comes to rent.
Yep. Big problem.
Or anything else.
Yep. Lots to talk about on the show today.
At least that's the policy as I knew it going into this year. I don't know what it is right now, but it's probably the same right now.
Well, you can't be. Look, businesses.
They better be changing that soon.
Businesses are already screwing people with money, right? Nobody wants to pay a fair minimum wage, right? And we've already discussed this plenty of times on the show. It should be bare minimum, no matter where you live, $15 an hour. But that's like below what you should be getting paid. I mean, 20 would be better, no matter where you work in the United States. I mean, there's certain places like New York and California that got to go above and beyond because it costs more, right? But I just think that, with if you really want to get a handle on this, say businesses shut down, you're going to get tax incentives, everybody in the United States, stay home. We encourage you to stay home. We're not forcing you to stay home, but stay home. We're going to send you $2,000 a month. You know, and we're going to offer further incentives. If you get vaccinated, we're going to give you an extra $500 to $1,000. You know, that's plenty of incentive, right? And it's like nobody wants. I mean, the government doesn't want to hear it. They just want everybody to get back to work, and that's that. Let's pretend like this pandemic isn't going on. You know,
who remembers when Obama told the NBA to go back and play basketball?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, get real. And I bitched about that. They were my stinko, the NBA players. They had a unique opportunity to take a stand and say, you know what? We're not doing this. We're not doing this at all. You know, we want safer conditions. Period. And they fucked it up.
There was a certain podcast host that I fell out of favor with. They have since unblocked me, but I don't want to follow them because they suck, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, good.
Because they threatened to block me because I told them Obama was garbage.
Obama is garbage and always was garbage. We've discussed this too.
You haven't been paying attention, you fool.
What are you talking about?
They haven't been paying. They haven't been.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, no, I mean,
entirety of his presidency
right.
And afterwards.
Right. I mean, dude.
He encouraged all the Democrats to just drop Bernie too.
Right, which was idiotic in my opinion. And we talked about that.
And when he was in office, aside from his war crimes and the gaslighting of the Flint people and numerous other things I could mention, he also basically tried to stand up for Black Lives Matter, but not really. And then there was the matter of him. No, now I lost my train of thought. I had a couple things.
Look, I've talked about.
I thought of other things, and now I can't remember.
Oh, there's so many things. I've talked about it. He was the do nothing president, right, Eric? I mean, if you really come down to it, he was.
People attributing him to being for gay marriage. And him taking credit for, the Senate passing it, which wasn't his job at all. It was theirs.
Yeah.
But, all he did was not veto their decision.
Right.
Which they could have just reverse vetoed. But, they probably could have won that because he probably wouldn't have fought it at that point. But he's at least a person who wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because he
does. I mean, look.
Marriage. But, he can't take credit for something he didn't actually do.
Sony PlayStation's is in chat. Toe for Life, our good friend. What's up, man? And Wyland. What's going on, man? Can you all hear us? First ep of the year. I'm pretty excited to get this one going. We're waiting on Breakman to join on in. This is pre-show banter on RPGrinders.
I got some news. Some breaking news.
Oh, what's that?
According to this tweet, a Scott Pilgrim's anime series is in the work at Netflix.
Ooh, that'd be cool. That would be cool.
Who knows if that's really anime or if they're just using a generic term.
Hey, Wyland.
I don't care. All cartoons are anime, but some people get antsy about that.
Right. Hey, Wyland. I have a wicked. I bought Bernie. Well, with the money that my parents gave us for Christmas, I bought Bernie a wicked statue of Leatherface. One of the it cost a lot of money. It would cost like $180, dude. It's wicked though. I gotta show you a picture of it later, Wyland. I don't know. Did I show it to you, Wyland? Maybe I did. But it's badass, man. It's super badass. I was happy to get it for her. She wanted it, and I was like, ooh, that's a lot of money. And then I got some money from my parents, and I'm like, ooh, I should get that for Bernie. But it's pretty badass. Yeah. That's the one I showed you on Twitter, Wyland. I can't remember the sculptor, but it was a Japanese sculptor that did it. It's just badass, man. Waiting on Breakman to jump on in. As soon as we get Breakman in, we'll start the show. It's the first show of the year. It was awesome, wasn't it? I don't know how to take the arm apart because you're supposed to be able to take the arm apart and pose it different and all this. I think it's just stuck on there. I don't know what's going on with it, but I don't want to break it, man. I'll just leave it like it is. I'm afraid to break it. I think it's fragile. I don't know. Waiting on Breakman to.
I didn't have. I sent you that. Did you get my text about NFTs?
I did, and I
I
searched. I searched that, and I'm not into NFTs, but I am a little bit into crypto. But some of the reasons that they're listing there, Eric, are the reasons why I like crypto. So it was interesting. It was definitely an interesting.
That's the reason why the crypto doesn't work, though. So why would you like crypto?
No, there's reasons on. I mean, they got some things twisted in that article, Eric. I'll talk to you more about it offline. But I like some of the reasons that are listed. Why? I mean, I think the opposite. I think crypto's a much better investment than fucking stocks are. I can tell you that much. It's all gambling, Eric. It's all gambling, you know. But I like the volatile nature of crypto a lot, because I mean, one day you could be down $1,000 and the next day you could be up 4,000, or vice versa. I like that. I like it much better. I don't know. I'll have to talk to you about it. There's some things that I have some problems with that article.
Yeah, maybe if it worked as intended, but that was the whole point of the article. It basically doesn't most of the time.
Yeah.
And it's not worth keeping going if a small percentage of people are going to make money off of it.
Well, that is one thing that I don't like, but there's, I mean, look, I mean, it's just, to me, it's like when stocks were
it's still environmentally destructive, no matter how you slice it. So
environmentally, but it's getting better, Eric. It's getting better and better.
It's not going to get much better.
Oh, it is. It already is. It's like some of the.
Like maybe like a pint more.
No, Eric. You're
freaking deal.
No, it is a big deal. There's lots
of. This is just one of those things you either get or you don't get.
No, look, dude. It's getting a lot better in that regard, and I mean a lot better. Like already fourfold better.
Says the person who got scammed.
I got scammed differently, separately. From
Who
some.
Who cares? You still got scammed.
Yeah, I got scammed separately, Eric. Separately. Had nothing to do with crypto, to be honest with you. But I mean, that's one thing you got to watch out for, and I learned a very hard, painful lesson. Looks like Breakman.
I just think the whole thing isn't worth it.
Well, we'll see in a year or 2 or 3 or however long I decide to keep my money in there. We're waiting on Breakman to get on in here. Let's go back and see if we can't get Break on in here. Hold on 1 second here. Here we go.
Well, I wanted to talk about it because Konami is doing stuff.
NFTs are different. What's up, Road Dog? Road Dog's in chat. What's up, Road Dog? Let's get Break on in here. What is going on here? It's called Breakman.
Plus, there are other issues. I have problems with it because GPUs are getting hard to get because they're being used.
Yeah, maybe. That's a valid criticism. We can talk about that. You there, Eric? Looks like we may have lost Eric. I am not 100% sure. Let's see if we can get Break on in here. Let me end this and then just call them both back here. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. Let's join the call. I don't understand join the call. I know you brought reinforcements. Eric, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Lost you for a second. Hang in there, Eric. Let's get Break on in here. Or try to get Break on in here. Break, are you here? Break, man. I see you, Break. You muted? It doesn't look like you're muted. Can you hear us? Yes!
Hello?
We hear you. We hear
Hello?
you. Yes, we hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We can hear you. Crypto. Get out of here, Eric. I'm not crypto, bro. Get out of here. I'm picking on Toe. I don't ever pick on Toe. Toe can't be picked on. He's bulletproof. All right. How was your
He's
New
the
Year,
toe. He
Break?
toes people. He doesn't get towed.
Break. How was your New Year, man?
It's all right.
Yeah. Did you get drunk?
It's yours.
That was okay, man. I drank a little bit of the bubbly.
The bubbly, huh?
Not too much, you know.
Just the bubbly.
I wonder if we can get Frank to do the play Final Fantasy 14 challenge.
14
Free
challenge.
The what?
I don't know if you could get the free trial starter pack yet anymore, but like you could play up to level 60 at least.
What's the challenge?
Him just playing it at all.
Oh.
Me playing 14? I don't think so. I'm good. I don't have a PC. Don't you have to have a PC to play it?
Oh, there's a PS5 version you can play.
Oh, okay. Well,
You need to get the PS4 version starter pack, and then you can upgrade to the PS5 version.
why, man? I hate MMOs. I hate MMOs. Are you guys ready to go?
Mhm.
First episode of the year. I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Mm.
You ready, Break?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess. Jeez, sound excited.
Anyways,
man.
I mean,
what I was
yeah.
saying-
let's-
anyways, was what I was saying before I got hung up. It's for you to pick up break. One of the things I hate about NFTs right now is that there's a semiconductor and CPU storage which are being used for the servers that are being used to mine NFTs, and other people can't use them for other things, and
Yeah.
people are dying
No.
because of it.
I agree. I agree with that portion of it, but that's
I like the cheap ass gamers tweet about NFTs. Did you see that one?
I
It was
didn't.
it was the
GameStop
GameStop logo,
logo.
and they said here's a free NFT for you. Just
Click
courtesy
and
GameStop. Just right click and save. Just GameStop logo.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you crypto mine for a JPEG and sell it to people when you could just sell a JPEG to people normally?
Yeah, I know.
So
I know.
stupid.
There are valid criticisms, but there's shit in the works that's gonna take care of a good chunk
I feel
of that.
I feel like it's the digital equivalent of getting one of those like pieces of paper that's saying you own some land and you're the lord of whatever in Scotland
Yeah.
or whatever.
That's about
I feel this is like the gold rush. Like the people who rushed out there and started it are making all the money, and everybody else is just pretty much a sucker buying into them, making them richer.
yeah. I mean, there's thoughts to that. You know, I mean that's a top. Maybe we could talk about that next week, but let's get started with the show, shall we? Let's get this thing
I guess.
get this thing started. I guess. All right, hang on. Here we go. Dare you, break, man?
So that's what we're doing now.
Hey, it's better
It's
than
New Year's, new ways, one thing. All right.
yeah. We usually do it at the end. Now we're doing it at the beginning.
That'll work.
Welcome everybody to episode 673 of RPGrinders, the first show of 2022, and we're breaking it in by fucking up the intro this time, not the outro. So,
Yeah, take
you know,
that intro.
yeah, take that intro. I mean, the intro was unscathed all year
We
long,
need to
but
break last year's record of making Slager upset. There was an end of year episode last week.
you know what's funny is Breakman, I want to so badly exile, and I can't for another couple weeks, which is just atrocious. I
Oh,
think
so-
it's
So who did you want me to exile?
yourself, sir. Yourself.
I guess I could do that. I'm not sure how that would work. Though.
Just say
Want
it.
me to, like go stand in front of a mirror and do it? Or
Yeah,
something?
say you're exiled, but to yourself.
Oh, I know. I could do it like they do in those comedy shows and stuff. Like I'll be the lawyer and the defendant. Like I'll get out of the defendant's seat and go stand as the lawyer,
Oh,
and point at
dear
myself,
Lord.
and then run back in the seat and act
This-
like the victim.
This
Yeah,
has
I'll do
been
that.
this has been the worst couple of weeks of my life. Not being able to exile on the show. At least the past two shows, but hopefully these next two shows will go by real quick, and then we'll be back to normal, and you know all that good fun stuff. So, anyways, guys, gentlemen, how was your week? Eric, how was your week, man?
It was all right.
What about
I
you,
took today off.
Break?
took today off. I'm jealous.
Yeah,
Could you take
because
today
I
off
knew
for me too?
because I learned it was gonna snow and it did.
No.
Oh, how much snow did you get there? Did you get much?
We got enough that probably will last at least 2 days if it doesn't keep snowing.
Yeah.
We got like a little dusting of that like storm that they said was gonna hit everybody and stuff. We got less than an inch, less than a half inch, really. Okay,
We got
okay,
two.
whatever.
We got 2 snowstorms that added up to about a foot total. But it's almost gone. I mean, you can drive on the streets now, and it's, it was beautiful today. 60 degrees, sun was shining, just awesome. But let's get this party started with the news, shall we?
RPG news.
All right, Eric, you are up, sir.
From RPG site, we've got some news on sales numbers of Shin Megami Tensei 5. It recently surpassed 800,000 units sold worldwide.
Yeah, this is cool news.
So it's inching its way towards the million mark.
Yeah. Wyan says no snow where he's at, just bitch ass cold. I like the way you put that, Wyland. It was cold for a few days, and then all of a sudden today, 60 degrees and beautiful. Snow's melted on the streets, at least the major streets. Some of the side streets still have some snow, but otherwise it's gorgeous today. So, anything else?
Yeah, it says that here that it's part of the article, but this is something I could have talked about earlier. But there's apparently a recent data mine someone made, and it suggested that the game might also be coming to PlayStation 4 and PC.
I wouldn't.
Apparently there was a leak last year for the GeForce Now presentation, I guess, that happened a while back.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, there's a history of games being time exclusive on the Switch and then
it would
over
really
to
help
PS4.
with the game's performance if it played at 60 frames on the PS4, because it's not as if the game's bad, but it could be a lot better.
Shin Megami Tensei 5?
Yeah, I think Unreal Engine is just too much for the Switch to handle, and the game's barely it's barely running at a frame rate that's acceptable.
I gotcha.
Because sometimes it will dip even lower than the 30 target that it almost never reaches.
Yeah, it's definitely graphics intensive for sure. So, okay, Eric, I'm sorry, break. Next story.
Oh, you mean you don't want him to do mine too? Damn it. Okay, coming to us live from RPG site. Nobody Saves the World launches on January 18th for PC, Xbox, and Xbox Game Pass. I immediately want to know more.
Yeah.
So, like, did they fail to save the day, or is it like everyday mundane jobs and tasks?
I think it might be more like everybody save the world, because no one buddy saves the world.
Oh, okay.
You know what? You're always that antagonistic, Break. You're always the one that's like the provocateur.
Your character is literally named Nobody. That's why.
Oh, okay. That's fine, I guess. 2D action RPG where a character named Nobody saves the world by taking on various forms and combining abilities.
Well, I guess he's called Nobody because he's nobody. He's the spirit.
Yeah.
So you possess people and stuff.
If this is the first you've heard of the game, Nobody Saves the World is our take on an action RPG. You start as a little baby thing called Nobody, but soon they gain the ability to take on more and more forms. You start as the little baby thing.
I'm just thinking
of like.
I'm looking
remember
at
the Addams
this
Family, the little baby thing? That's what I was thinking of.
I'm looking at this, and it kind of reminds me of Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, it sort of looks like that, but like a cutesy.
Oh, Cousin It's what I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Yeah.
Less gross version of that game.
Yeah, it looks really good. These are the same people that did Guacamelee, so Drinkbox Studios. So it looks very charming.
On January 18th.
Kind of weird that it's an Xbox exclusive, because they've never really done anything Xbox exclusive for. They used to be just mostly Sony.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, and then they like move on to other platforms.
Yeah.
You
Anything
know
else
what?
on
I
this?
want less and less console exclusives so badly.
I
I
know.
want that future to end. I
I
want to
do
be able to
too,
play the
Although
man.
games I want.
I
this
agree.
game is coming to Game Pass, and it's coming out in like 2 weeks.
Looks real pretty. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it looks charming and fun and
It looks like something we should try.
yeah,
I would
exactly.
try.
It does. It really does. So, speaking of
Hopefully,
something,
hopefully it's not as hard as Binding of Isaac is.
yeah, yeah. Speaking of something that we should try, this comes to us from RPGsite.net. 2D Souls-like action RPG Watcher Chronicles launches for Steam on January 19th. So it's going to be priced at $20, either euros or dollars, with a launch discount of 20% during the first week. So if you're an early adopter, you catch a small break. Looks like a little brawler, type game. So
I want to play it, but like it's PC only, so
yeah,
you can't
definitely.
really.
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
maybe
it looks
later.
like a kind of game that I might be able to play, but I don't want to take that chance. Asking for a review now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you never know. These games that don't look super intensive, Eric, I mean, can be kind of some of the worst just because of the coding and you know what I mean. Like you
Yeah.
don't want to fuck with it. But here's some of the features: fast skill-based combat, large interconnected world, local co-op multiplayer, powerful magic, unique weapons, robust streamlined RPG system, relentless bosses, and New Game Plus. So there's quite a few things going for this game. It's from Third Spear Game Studios. Hopefully they'll port it over to at least the Switch, and hopefully,
Because I'll play a cartoony looking Souls game.
yeah, why not? It looks kind of fun. Probably hard, but fun. All right, Eric. Let's hope this next game is. Oh, I know this next game's gonna be fun if it ever gets here. But Eric, next story.
Next story is Dragon Quest X offline has been delayed, and I can't imagine why, because of all the crap that's going on in the world right now. But summer 2022. I guess it was supposed to come out earlier, but I didn't even know it had a release date until now. I guess it was supposed to come out next month on the 27th or 6th.
This is where they made all the characters look chibi instead of like the way that they looked in the online game, right?
Yeah.
I think that's. I mean, God, I wanted to play 10 so bad. I mean, I would have went so far as to play.
But you don't play MMOs.
I know. Look.
This-
You didn't hear me out. I said that I would have checked this one out for sure. What were you gonna say, Break?
I don't even remember. Well, no, I was just gonna say, like, God, what's so bad about the chibi design?
Look. They
It's
had a
still
hot
the same gameplay.
hot
What's
cartoon
what
devil.
really matters.
Hot cartoon devil is what I was watching in Dragon Quest X on some of the videos, and that's what I wanted. I don't want this chibi shit, man. Come on. I mean, leave
But if
that
it's
to
the same
Final Fantasy
gameplay,
Chronicles or something.
All right, whatever.
Frank is a toxic masculine gamer.
Oh
He's
yeah, I'm so
real
toxic.
mean, beefy,
So
dudes
toxic.
shooting guns everywhere.
Oh
Look,
yeah.
I
Oh
did,
yeah.
before Mega Man powered up, like before I played it, I was like, oh my god, like I hate this, like this is gonna be terrible. And then, I think it's one of the greatest games ever made now, obviously. Like,
I'm not
just,
saying this is gonna be a terrible
I'm saying,
game.
like, you just give it a try first.
I'm
before you-
gonna try it if it
It's-
ever
it's
comes
about
here.
gameplay, even if you don't like the house
Oh
design.
my
He's gonna
god.
try because it's Dragon Quest season.
Of course. Of course. I'm a Dragon Quest
If it was
whore.
if he could, he'd put it in a needle and stick it in his veins.
That's
like it was
right.
heroin,
You're damn right. Dragon Quest, great. Oh, I don't know. I've heard.
Swear, instead of getting in NFTs, why don't you just invest in heroin and like
Oh, God.
have branded heroin?
Dragon Quest and Dragon Quest branded heroin. Sign me up. I'll shoot up right now online.
This is metal slime. This shit
Yeah.
will knock you on your
That's
ass.
right.
Yeah, I mean like.
What's up, Freak Five?
They'll put like a little like keychain thing on the shot so you know it's a Dragon Quest thing, and then they'll give you like a poster or something after you get the shot.
Right, right. Oh my God, this is
We'll give you an NFT.
right. Oh, an
They're
NFT.
basically in it. what a poster is, but without the
No, but I mean
mining.
like a yeah.
An NFT. I'm not a fan of NFTs, by the way, just to let you guys know. So,
I think nobody is.
All right.
But
Let's see. Who did
But
this?
Frank
Okay.
is a fan of cryptocurrency, so all we need is slime coin now.
Oh
right?
God, give me a slime coin. Take my money right now. I need the metal slime ones. All right, Breakman, next story,
you
please.
just open your wallet up and just throw it at
Yep.
him. Like, come on,
I'll
take it.
just right in the mouth. Here we go. All right, break.
Coming
Next
to us
story.
live from RPG site. Mary Skelter 2 launches on January 13th for PC. Gaslight. That'd be a bad name for a studio.
Gaslight.
Might as well be Gaslight because their products are never good.
I know.
Ouch. Ghostlight has announced that Mary Skelter 2 will launch on PC on January 13th, which is exactly what I just fucking said.
Yes,
Nice.
exactly.
The dungeon will be priced at $34.99 American dollars, $29.99 euros, or £27.99 pounds, with a 15% discount for the first week of sale. I like when they do that.
Wyland says NFT, not Frank Token.
That's why Frank hates it. Like, no, don't take my token away.
Freak just sent out a tweet. I don't know what the
Don't
tweet
take
is.
my weed away from me.
I know. Don't you dare take my weed away from me. I don't have anything in this life but my weed. Damn it.
Oh, he sent us food. What is this? Let me see.
Oh my God.
Beans, corn. Oh, I love more corn muffins.
If Japan didn't have such a big problem with drugs, they'd legalize marijuana, and they'd have probably Square could do Dragon Quest themed medical marijuana.
Oh my God. He got this from
really
Famous
big
Dave's.
Problems in Japan about things like drugs or infidelity, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ends your career bad. Like,
Yeah.
anyway. But anyway, so let me see here. We have some chicken leg, it looks like. And
Oh my God.
corn,
He got the Famous Dave's
some
platter.
bread and some beans.
Where do you go?
What is that,
Denny's?
ribs, I think?
No, he went to Famous Dave's. Oh my God.
I've
I'm
never heard of that place.
Oh
Yeah.
God, it's awesome. They have good baked beans there.
Is that
The
like
ribs.
the Midwest place.
Got ribs. Oh my God. God damn it, Freak 5. Now I want to go to Famous Dave's after the show. Ugh. Gonna cost me
Is it
some
like
damn money.
Applebee's but good?
No, it's like a barbecue place, man, and it is really good. It's man, they got some good.
The only
barbecue.
good thing I liked from Applebee's was their pomegranate wine, I think it was like some type of wine or something, and their apple butter blondie.
Oh God.
Like brownie thing.
Yes, that is the
But
best.
the problem with that one is only sold at certain locations. It's not sold at the one that I have.
Oh my God.
It's
They used to
nearest
call it.
me.
They used to call it the maple blondie. Now they call it the pecan blondie. But it's the same thing, and it's awesome. It is awesome. The piece for four is a good deal. It is, Freak 5. I think I'm gonna get that right after the show. I'm getting. God damn it, Freak 5. Why do you have to do that? Like get us all fucking hungry like during the show. Couldn't wait till the end.
Oh,
Had to
okay,
go
there is a
all the
chicken
way.
all right, okay.
Did you get it takeout or something? Because
Ribs,
Tom,
brisket,
you
chicken.
got it on this pretty average looking plate.
Oh my God, it looks. I mean, it looks amazing. It is amazing. I know. I love Famous Dave's barbecue. It's
He
awesome.
probably Grubhubbed it, didn't he?
Grubhubbed it. All right, you done with that story? Break.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I get
That's
the
all
fight.
that matters.
Final story of the evening, and it is post-apocalyptic RPG Showa American Story, or Showa. I don't know how you pronounce that,
Showa.
Eric. Showa. Okay. Announced for PS5, PlayStation 4, and PC. It's post-apocalyptic RPG. Ooh, this is interesting. Mixed Japanese-American society. Also described as, quote, an enthusiastic love letter to the 80s pop culture that features a strong taste
Alternate
of
history is
B-movies.
interesting.
What's that?
It's alternate history.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it looks interesting. They did an announcement trailer, and this is the first I've seen it. I've heard of this game, but I think it looks good. I mean, I don't see anything super wrong with it. I mean, it's got all the elements. You know, it's like it sort of reminds me of a really like cool post-apocalyptic I don't know, like a action RPG with guns and knives and swords and are they zombies in here? I don't know what's going on in here, but it looks like maybe like a zombie post-apocalyptic type deal, but really cool. Nice little aesthetic.
This is a Japanese company, so this might be their take on Fallout.
Yeah, I mean it looks cool.
But in the show era instead of the Heisei era, or yeah, I guess that would be.
I mean
Heisei would be,
I
Heisei's
think
afterwards. So
I give him credit for trying something a little bit different. This looks kind of cool, you know. So I guess it's a new game to check out. I don't know when it's going to come here, but you know, it's a fast-paced, exciting, strategy-based combat. I mean, it looks more like an action RPG than anything to me, but they say strategy-based, so you know.
Well, I mean, maybe it's like I got a mix of action and turn-based or something.
Yeah,
When you say strategy based, like I think of like the Fallout combat. Like you can play it in real time, or you can pause the combat and aim for specific like limbs or head.
Yeah,
or stuff
I don't
Like that.
I don't know if it's that break, but it does have a lot of those type of like the aesthetic definitely reminds me of a Fallout type game. So I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right, Break? I mean it's got to be pretty decent, pretty cool. I mean, I think this is a good effort so far from what I've seen on the video. This is the first I've seen of it, so I mean, I'm down to at least, like you said, give it a try, Break. You know, I mean, oh look, it even's got the nuke at the end. So, you can see the full trailer. What is it? ShowaAmericanStory.com if you want to check it out. So there you go. All right, that is the news for the week. So not a lot, which is always cool. Freak says if Frank doesn't have the munchies, he might save half the feast for. How dare you, Freak5? How dare you? He could probably finish a feast of 4 by himself. Well, I could without even smoking weed. How about that, Freak5? Wyland says he just did an endurance arcade tower run in UMK3 Plus. That's cool.
Wait, you could do a feast for 4 without pot? So, like, if you smoke pot, like, you'd go out in public and, like, close down a Grand Buffet or something?
Probably, man.
Wow.
No, I look, the feast for 4 is huge. I probably couldn't finish that thing.
Frank's coming, they put the close sign up real quick, like, no.
We have no more food for you.
Frank's like, okay, no, I just have schools.
That's enough food for probably 4 days worth of.
Shut down the like Golden Corral when I go, and they're like, "Oh shit, here he comes! Everybody, close the blinds!" You know. All right. Any homie discounts that anybody knows of? I know there's a massive PlayStation sale going on now. It's most of the same.
It's the same sale, but
Yeah.
like it's going on until the 19th.
Yeah, same
And
sale.
Xbox extended their sale. Not all of the sales have returned, but most of the sales for
Yeah.
bigger games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They're
not
still there.
nothing new that I've seen. I haven't really
Wyland.
looked at
And Nintendo has a sale going on that plays out until the 16th, I think.
Wyland
The
says.
17th.
Wyland says it says all you can eat, not eat all you can. Freak says Frank gets high and bankrupts buffets. I mean, you know, if the shoe
Go
fits.
Pac-Man on a place.
How dare you guys? I'm not that fat. I mean, I'm fat, but not that
I
fat.
never said you were fat. I just said you could eat a lot when you're high. I wasn't even trying to imply.
Yeah, how dare you?
And Pac-Man implies you just eat everything in sight, not that you're fat.
Yeah, like competitive eaters aren't fat.
How
Generally
dare
speaking.
you?
I mean,
How
there
dare
are
you?
some that are. But,
How dare you?
I mean, like that chestnut guy always wins. He's not that guy.
Yeah, he's not that fat. I mean, he's fat, but not that. See, that's me. So,
Oh, okay.
you know. All right.
Fat, just not fat. Just kind of fat. Okay.
Breakman, can I play your music for the first of the year or no? Oh. All right, Breakman, what do we got?
Dear Breakman, this one actually came to us last year. Christmas Eve because I assume he thought we were gonna do a show.
Cowbell has a name now.
Now it does. I just thought of it.
Calbert.
We got Harmony the harmonica and Calbert the cowbell.
Yeah.
So anyway, hashtag ask Breakman. Which is worse, a waffle made out of penis or a penis made out of waffle?
Well, the
I'm
waffle
pretty
made
sure
out of
that
penis
last
for
one would
sure.
be awful.
Oh, I'd rather have a waffle made out of penis. I mean, a penis made out of waffle than a penis. You know what I'm trying to say.
It's just like
I don't think I do.
At
How
the
dare
end of
you,
the day, it's still
Breakman.
a waffle, right?
Yeah.
The one that's shaped like a penis.
A waffle made out of penis would be gross.
The other one would just be flesh and sick.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. See that the one that's made out of penis is gonna be like there's penis that's been cut up and
Yeah, exactly.
waffleized and stuff.
Okay.
Or you got a man with a waffle attached to his. Or what is this penis shaped like? Or is it like a waffle shaped like a penis?
Oh my
for
God,
penis?
Breakman, you're putting too much thought in this, man.
I'd have to wonder what went horribly wrong for that waffle to take that shape, though.
Oh God.
I mean, if you have a waffle for a penis, would you like be afraid to getting blowjobs? Because I'd imagine like women would line up for that, but wouldn't you be afraid they might bite?
But you should have
crunchy
syrup
and
then.
stuff?
Pour a little syrup on there.
When I say they'd line up, I mean it's because a penis tastes like a waffle instead of a penis. That's just what I meant. I mean,
Oh God,
not
you're
saying
putting
women
way
line
too
up
much
for
thought.
blowjobs.
Just take the question for what it is. Jesus, guys. Wow.
Yes, I'm saying women line up for waffles.
So what you're saying, Breakman? A waffle penis NFT.
I
Wyland
wish
says.
there was a place that was like Waffle House but good. But like
I like Waffle
people
House.
say that-
How dare
people
you?
say that's International House of Pancakes, but that's not really great either.
I
I
like
like
I,
their food,
I
but
like
Waffle
IHOP.
House is great at 2 a.m. when you've just got kicked out of a club and you're
Mhm.
drunk as shit. Like Waffle House is good.
Yeah, Waffle House, not too
Same.
bad, not too shabby, and cheap.
It goes great with beer
Yeah, exactly.
or whiskey or whatever you're drunk.
Right, mixed drinks, whatever. All right. Anything else, Breakman?
I want to know, how did he get his waffle turned into a penis or his penis turned into a waffle? Is like this a particular guy that you know or something like that? Or
I mean, with Goldmember, we know it was a smelting incident. What would have caused this?
World tragic waffle iron
Wyland with his waffle penis NFT, man. Can you imagine that? Somebody create that for RPGrinders, a waffle penis NFT. Let's sell it. We can make lots of money.
Imagine somebody trying to explain that in the hospital. Like, why were you naked and trying to make waffles?
We could just call it an NFT, and it's really just a JPEG.
Yeah, exactly. A JPEG of a
It's like
waffle
the guy-
penis.
It's like the guy from a few weeks ago who accidentally tripped and fell on the bomb. Naked. Same with the waffle guy. He was doing waffles naked. Just because he tripped and his penis fell on the waffle maker. That's how it happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Back.
All right. Anything else, Breakman?
That's it.
All right. Let's move on to
Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring Minds want to know what you've been playing, Breakman.
Really just the same stuff as I was playing last year. Still playing Breath of the Wild. I beat another one of those bosses, and I found most of the memories. And I think I looked online to see how many shrines there are, and there's 120, and I've had about 95, 96 of them right now.
Wow.
Some
That's impressive.
Pretty close to
Break doing it on your own. That's really impressive.
I'm about to stop doing it on my own here and start cheating like hell. Because there's 25, 24 left, and I'm trying to think. I think I've got 8 clues to some riddles to solve,
Mm-hmm.
but that leaves several more that I don't know where they're at.
Yeah.
So I might have to cheat.
Yeah, well-
One thing I hope the sequel does improve on is quest rewards need to be more substantial.
Yeah.
Yeah. They give you junk for doing like the side quests and stuff. Like, here's 50 rubies.
or like even some food would be nice.
Like,
Like high
bitch,
quality
you
food.
just sent me into a tribe of what are they,
Hobgoblins,
moblins or bob?
moblins,
Yeah,
or
those are
bogoblins.
bokoblins. Yeah, those. You just sent me to fight a horde of those and kill them, and you come back. I come back to you, and you give me 50 fucking rupees. You son of a bitch.
I should burn your
I mean,
town down.
I mean,
Become
considering
evil
how
Link.
often you spend the money in the game, a rupee reward would be nice, but more than 50 would be better.
Yeah, way better.
Considering how much money you're gonna spend on upgrading your armor.
Yeah, I've been doing that, and also been getting around in the winter has been a lot easier since I found somebody that sells like winter clothing. It's like, thank you God. And then you get to the desert, and it's like, oh, it's cold. Wait, it's hot. It's cold. It's hot. Like, you fucking choose a fucking setting. Whatever. Just stop
Yeah.
complaining.
Yeah, that's the thing about the desert. It's like super freezing at night. It's super hot at day.
Yeah, like he's about to pass out in one moment, and the next he's freezing to death. Like, you son of a bitch, I just gave you something to resist the heat. Now you're cold? Well, here's some cold stuff. And 10 minutes later, he's fucking hot. Like, god damn you, son of a bitch.
Yeah. All right.
I love like the environments of this world. Just
It's kind of
something
cool.
new
It's
everywhere you go.
It's a nifty pay attention to detail type game. I will say it's a great game. Would you say it's like top
Yeah.
5 all time right now, Blake?
I
Like if
think it really is. It is so amazing of a game.
yeah,
I mean, it's got its problems, but what games don't?
right. I mean, there's no perfect game.
My biggest problem with it might be the rain more than the weapon breaking. I don't know. Might be the weapon breaking, but the rain, god damn it. There are
Rain
times,
causes
like,
havoc, man.
there are times I'm trying to do something and then it starts raining. Like, no, wait, I just need to get up to the top of that cliff. Fuck.
Mhm.
I guess I'll sit here and wait for it to stop raining.
Yeah.
Or the time I needed to light some fires and it started raining on me. Like, there's the blue flames you're supposed to light.
Yeah.
Get the blue flame going. I put my torch under it, get it about to run over, light one of the first lantern, starts raining. Then I have to sit there and wait for it to stop raining.
Yeah. Exactly.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
And then I've been playing more Halo Infinite, and this is another game I also haven't beat yet, and I'm not really trying to rush towards the ending because I'm still exploring and quite enjoying finding like just new stuff, new interesting stuff. I think my favorite Halo Easter egg now.
Ooh.
And this one, it's a arcade machine of Halo Infinite, but the reason I love it so much is it plays a chiptune version of the Halo theme.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I was just saying, oh, this is pretty fucking awesome. I love this. I found some other dumb Easter eggs, like stuffed dolls and shit, but the arcade machine was pretty slick. I gotta say.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, there's still tons of like hidden stuff that I'm trying to find. So I'm not rushing through it. I'm just enjoying it.
Cool.
Loving these open world, just new takes on old experiences.
Yeah.
With Zelda and Halo.
I'm not big on open games, but like Zelda proved you could do it right, and apparently now Halo Infinite and a couple others. I guess I like the smaller open world games than the huge ones. Because I get confused on what to do. They're just like, for instance, what was it, GTA 4? That game was just too.
No, GTA 4, not so much 4, but more like GTA San Andreas had the most ridiculous.
It's ridiculously huge. Yeah, just big, and it's like, I don't know, there's just way too much to do and not enough time to do it all. And I just get discouraged. I really don't know what to do in those games at all. It's just. But games like Breath of the Wild, there's definite, like, anything you can see, you can get to, and it's a joy to play.
And
like
mostly interact with too, which is another thing that always bothered me in the GTA games, is they have tons of buildings all over the place, so you can never go in any of the buildings, and the ones you can go into would usually be empty.
Yeah.
Like there isn't a place in Zelda where I've gone where like I can't go inside.
Yeah.
Or in Halo, there hasn't been a place where I haven't been able to like go in and look around in the open world environment. Well, I mean, I have come across locked doors. I shouldn't say that, but
Yeah.
but I can go there. I can head to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Especially if I
just
can
such a
find
cool
it.
game. Games like that are really cool. Just good stuff. All right. Eric, what have you been playing?
I've been playing more SMT5 a little bit, and I played a little bit of Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. That game's hard. It's not a hard-ass puzzle game. I need to play a little bit more to see whether or not I want to get a bit of fairer review, because I need to see more what the game has to offer. I'm playing a little bit more Sekiro. I put it on hold to play La Mulana 2, because I'm at the end. I have to fight Ishin again. I'm probably gonna need a whole day to do that. So
Yeah.
Is it a long fight or just hard?
just hard.
Hmm.
Then I'm have to try implementing a strategy to not have to replay the game 4 times.
Yeah.
Where you see, because of the way that Microsoft handles cloud saves, you can't exactly copy it to like a SD card and get away with it that way. And it will just load the cloud save instead. So what you have to do is you have to get the achievement for the ending, which means seeing the ending and then seeing the credits roll, and then hitting the home button, going to the game, going to the settings for your game, and manage game saves and stuff like that, and delete the save off of your hard drive, which quit outs the game, and then you can load the game back up from the point where you can make your choice, because the game lets you do that.
Oh, that's not a pain in the ass at all.
I
No.
know. It doesn't sound difficult or anything.
It's much more convenient on the PS4 where you can just copy it to a USB drive, or if you're playing on a PC, you can just copy your save file somewhere else.
Yeah. All right. What else, Eric? Anything else?
That's really it.
All right. I played a little bit of Phoenix Rising. You want to talk about like kind of a contained open world game? Phoenix Rising is that. It's cool. It reminds me in a lot of ways of Breath of the Wild, but it's not as good. But it's still very good. It's an open world Ubisoft game, but I like the humor in it. The writing's pretty good, and just I'm taking my time with it. I'm going, just taking little chunks of the game at a time, kind of soaking it in. I think we as gamers just like to rush through things sometimes and not like appreciate what's in front of us a lot of times. And I'm just taking it all in. It's just
Good.
You know.
Good. That's what I'm doing too.
Yeah.
These games are so fantastic that I'm just like I'm enjoying the experience. So
yeah.
wow, there's a story in story in chat for you.
What's that?
Wow.
You want to
You wanna read
explain?
it?
Go ahead.
It's a review, or it's a kind of a synopsis of the movie The Package on Netflix. A guy accidentally cuts his dick off when he is airlifted out of the woods where him and his friends are camping. His friends find out that the cooler they sent with him wasn't the cooler that had his penis in it.
Oh wow.
Whoops.
The package. Wow. Oof. How does one
You're not saving that
accidentally?
dick, dude. That's all
How
I'm
does
saying.
one accidentally cut off their penis? That's an interesting question. I guess I have to watch the movie, but
So his friends are trying to get the penis to him before it's too late to be reattached.
oh
Wow.
god, it gives new meaning to the song "Detachable Penis." I guess so. There you go. All right, let's move on to.
RPGrinders reviews.
Hey, Break. Did you have a review this week?
I'm trying to think of what I've watched. There's some movies I need to watch. Nothing I can think of.
I tried to watch that Leonardo DiCaprio movie with Jennifer Lawrence. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but the beginning was kind of interesting. It's about a comet that's going to hit the Earth and stuff. But I'll try to.
Previews for it. The previews look pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
Like they're freaking out the world's gonna end, and everybody just joking about it and dismiss it, and everyone.
Right.
I was like, oh, this is America right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a commentary on the U.S. right now.
Yeah.
So
Like if a meteor was to become at this planet and they announced it on the news, half of the population would freak out, and the other half of the population would sit and laugh at them because they
Yeah.
would think they're stupid.
Right.
You
All
know,
right.
we'd be getting laughed at. Oh, I'd be one of the people getting laughed at for being stupid because the world's fucking ending.
Right.
And
I have a review, and I'm gonna do it non-spoilerific. Eric reviewed this movie, Spider-Man: No Way Home. Long story short, I agree with most of what Eric said, but in all honesty, I'm gonna give it a lower score. I thought it was the weakest entry of the trilogy, and I'll tell you why. I felt that this was Sony and Marvel's way of kind of jettisoning Spider-Man out of the Marvel universe. I don't see a way forward for them to continue.
They already have another movie planned, though. So
Well, I think it's just going to be a Sony movie. I don't think it's going to be part of the MCU. I could be wrong on that, Eric, but the way that they ended that movie just seemed to me like this was them bowing out of the MCU. And I don't know, man. I just wasn't as impressed as everybody else was. I thought the multiverse thing was fairly interesting. You know, the different Spideys was interesting, but it just overall to me felt kind of flat. Overall, I mean, I still think it's a good.
I mean, I can think of it this way. Maybe it's a way to get Tom Holland out of the MCU, but not Spider-Man himself.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. But, I mean, they're stupid because Holland, I mean, as evidenced by the movie itself, Holland is the best Spider-Man by far, I think. I don't think there's been a better version. I mean,
he's going to show up in, like I said, he's going to show up in more movies.
Yeah. I just think that, I just think that, I don't know, man. The way that they did things, they kind of like just took all the previous Spider-Man movies and basically made them moot and non-existent pretty much by curing everybody, you know. So,
but they didn't really because they're from separate universes compared to the movies.
No, I get it, but I mean they just kind of undermined everything that went on in those movies, and I just honestly I just think it was a way of pandering to both studios and presenting it to an audience and you know making it seem like to me anyways the way I took it is like, okay guys, here's Tom Holland's swan song. You're no longer going to see him in a proper Spider-Man movie in the MCU, so you know have at it, you know. And it's like, okay, I mean I guess, I mean it was fine. I mean it wasn't great. It wasn't you know bad by any stretch.
To be fair, his implementation in the MCU wasn't exactly utilized the best anyway.
No, I agree. Well, I mean that's to be debated. I thought it was fine. I mean, I look, Spider-Man is super popular, right? But to me, in the grand scheme of things, he wasn't like a major player to begin with. You know what I mean? As far as like Marvel storylines, I mean, I know his storylines itself, like the Spidey storylines, stood on their own. But in the grand scheme of things, like in the cosmos view of the MCU, I mean, Spider-Man is just but one hero, you know? So, I mean, he was just the neighborhood-friendly Spider-Man, you know? And that, I mean, pretty much stuck to, like, petty crimes and, you know, stuff like that. Nothing, I mean, other than, like, the Venom storylines,
but, like,
Carnage.
even in the comics, though, he wasn't a permanent fixture in the Avengers
Yeah,
team anyway. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, so
he was going to have to leave anyway, so why complain about that?
I still have to watch Hawkeye Freak 5. I watched half of Hawkeye. I'm not super impressed. I thought it was okay. Do you have any porn to review? Not this week. I mean, I guess I could next week. I don't know. But I don't know. Overall, I think I give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was okay. Better, you know, slightly better than okay. You know, so that's why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I didn't find it like I mean, I found the multiverses interesting. I mean, and the thing to highlight was that Andrew Garfield is by far the worst Spider-Man out of all of them. I mean, no doubt. You know, I mean, I think this movie proves beyond a shadow of a doubt who the real, you know, hierarchy of the Spider-Mans and stuff. But I don't know. It was an interesting idea, and they're going to parlay that into the Doctor Strange movie, which I definitely am interested in, because if the what if entry with Doctor Strange was any indication, then it's going to be a good movie. So, I don't know. It just I don't know. It's just a good movie. Anyways, um, okay. Eric, I didn't see any reviews on your end, so
Oh,
I'm assuming nothing. Breakman, are you back? Can somebody tell Breakman? Are you back, Breakman? Tell Breakman to come back. Eric in chat.
What is it?
Stinko of the week.
All right, Breakman, do we have you back? Do we have Breakman back? Put on your headset, Breakman. No
Yes,
spoilers.
I'm
Okay.
good. I'm here.
Stinko of the
It's
week,
muted. Sorry.
Breakman. Stinko.
My stinko. I have so many. I don't know where to begin. All right, here. Let's start with this one. What's today, Frank?
Friday?
What the what?
well,
The
it's the 7th.
7th. Yes,
Oh, it's
yes.
the 7th of January. Did something happen in America like maybe about a year ago?
Yeah, we'll be
A year and a
talking
day
about
ago?
that for sure, Breakman, in our free for all. That's our topic for free for all. But what did you want to
Okay,
say?
well then let's move on with that one.
Okay.
I'll just move on from that one because I have plenty more.
Okay.
Last year and this year, the last few weeks have been very death heavy. There have been a lot of people. A lot of people have died, celebrity wise and such. I'm just gonna go ahead and name the three legends that died in the last couple weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and I do mean absolute legends.
Yes.
The first one being John Madden.
Yeah.
He when gamers think of football, they think of John Madden, and as they should, because if it wasn't for him, football games would never have been as good. He was a heavy influence in getting things to be right with the game. He wanted gamers to really experience football when they played it,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
obviously he was a legend in football sport, and we all know him as an announcer, as a coach, and all that. And so he died, and then I think was it New Year's Eve, Betty White died
Yep.
at 99, just a few weeks before her birthday. And Mrs. Freak's aunt died just a couple days after Christmas. Good
Oh
God.
my
Yeah, so I'm
goodness,
saying a
man.
lot of people just died.
Wow.
The legendary actress and animal rights activist, legendary actor and animal rights activist, what I'd say. And then today we got the news that Sidney Poitier died.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just so many, and the legendary actor Sidney Poitier, just so many legends have
Yeah.
died lately.
Yeah. Digital Pigeon's in chat. What's up, Digital Pigeon? Nice to have you in there. Freak5 says, Stinko's the day after Grandma's funeral. Mrs. Freak got sick and was in the hospital for about half a week. Ooh, that's no bueno. Couple days after Christmas, Mrs. Freak's aunt died. Gee, holy cow. We have a squirrel in our basement. It tries to climb up through our vents. Oh, that's awful too.
And he's under attack by a squirrel, dude.
I know.
Fuck, man.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I mean, you just had a plethora of stinkos. I mean, those were kind of bottled up over 2 weeks break. So just awful news for sure. Anything else, break?
Yeah, I got one more terrible thing. I talked a lot about gun violence last year, and and we now have the record. We know that 2020 has the most gun violent deaths in American history. So awesome, great job, guys.
Yeah.
Outside of war, but anyway.
Yeah.
There was an incident a little before Christmas. I think, or was it right after Christmas? Maybe we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but there was a man in a clothing shop. I don't know what he was on or why he was acting this way, but he was swinging around a chain of a bike, and he was attacking people with that. So the police decided to rush in with an assault rifle to take this guy down.
Wow.
Because why bring a, regular pistol when you can bring why would you bring a gun to a knife fight when you can bring a tank?
Right.
For
Right.
instance.
Right.
So in his anxiousness to take down the guy with the bike chain, the guy with the assault rifle, the cop, killed an innocent bystander, just a young teenage girl.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be any charges against this cop because it was just it was a horrible accident, quote unquote.
Cops can do no wrong,
and
Breakman.
and what's that? What's it called again, Frank?
Qualified immunity.
Qualified. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the cop had not rushed in there with an assault rifle, that child would still be alive.
Yep.
Fact?
Yep.
I mean, that's a fact, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Instead, a teenage girl died in her mom's arms, like right around Christmas. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
Because of a gun-happy cop.
Yep.
Who's, going to get away with murder.
Yeah, of course. They always do, man. I mean, almost always, like 99% of the time. So.
And he'll get he'll get the defenders. Well, he's gonna feel bad about this for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah, I mean,
woman has lost her child.
Right.
Like, how the fuck do you think she's gonna feel for the
right.
rest of her life?
As bad as he feels, I'm pretty sure the mom is gonna feel worse. So fuck his feelings, and fuck him. So yeah. Anything else that you can drag us down with, Breakman?
No, I think I've dragged us down enough. It's your turn.
Eric, your turn. Do you have anything this week?
No.
All right. I have a couple. I mean, you mentioned a couple. Betty White and Sidney Poitier passing. They both were super old. I mean, it's never easy to lose people that you grew up with and loved as actors and actresses and stuff like that.
But it's
It
just unusual for so many like legendary people to die within such a short period of time. Because usually it's like a legend will die, and then we get to talk about that person for at least a month before somebody else dies. It was just like, here you go. Here's wham, wham, wham. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Plus, like there were several like minor like celebrity deaths. Like, I can't remember the names of these people, but football players, musicians, and actors. So, I can't remember any names right this second.
I've got a new problem for the new year. My right arm decides that it wants, like, from the shoulder to my elbow, decides that all of a sudden it just wants to go numb. So there's that. I mean, that's new for 2022. So there you go.
That could be something with your neck if you're having like. Or your neck or your shoulders.
I am.
Problems with your arm.
I am actually having problems with the right side of my neck, Break. And that I thought, I hate chiropractors, but I'm thinking of going to one just to like jostle some things around on the right side of my neck.
Maybe you should look into like a medical masseuse instead.
Yeah, maybe that might be but see, money is a factor. Like the chiropractors are much cheaper.
Yeah.
much cheaper.
True.
So. Freak says, I'm playing D&D game on Sunday. I'm playing an awakened raccoon who is a warlock. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool. So, yeah. All right, let's.
What's awakened?
I know. I like.
What does he mean by an awakened raccoon?
That's like a D&D term. He'll have to explain it to you. I haven't played D&D in forever, man.
Me either. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, maybe he'll explain in chat. But let's move on to happier thoughts, shall we, gentlemen?
Dude, what does my tattoo say?
Sweeto of the week.
All right, Breakman, your Sweeto of the week.
Remember how we were just talking about cops and how they 99.9% of the time get away with murder and such like that?
Yeah.
Well, one cop didn't. What was her name again? Kim Potter has been convicted of murder and sent directly to prison. This was the woman who they pulled the guy over for whatever stupid reason it was. I forget. It was something really stupid. And she was the one who said, "I'm gonna use my taser," and then pulled out the gun and shot him. And was like, "Oh my God, I thought I used my taser." That woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually talked to a couple of actual policemen about that, Breakman, and they said there is no way in fucking hell you don't know the feel of a gun as opposed to the feel of a taser. I don't care if it's in the middle of action, the beginning, whatever. You have plenty of chance to know that it's not a gun. So it's just all those myths that people were bringing around, just bullshit. Just bullshit.
Yeah, we talked about that at the time, that those people, you can tell the difference between a taser and a gun. You are trained. I mean, she'd been a cop for what, like 20 years or something like that. Like, she knows what a gun feels like and what a taser feels like.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Freak 5 is basically playing Rocket Raccoon, D&D style. as a warlock.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so there you go.
So shooting everything on sight and bragging about it, awesome. That's what I do.
Yeah. So any other Sweetos break?
No, that's really it. I can think of.
All right. Okay.
For the moment.
Eric, any Sweetos?
No.
All right, I got a couple of Sweetos. The idiots were sentenced in the murder of Ahmaud Arbery today, and I'm making a distinction here because it's not the Ahmaud Arbery trial; it's the idiots' trial. Not he was not on trial. The idiots were for murdering Ahmaud Arbery. So, two of them got life without the possibility of parole, and the other one got life with the possibility of parole. So. I think justice was kind of served. I mean, it's not no solace to the family of Ahmaud Arbery. I'm hoping that they go for a big, settlement, civil settlement somewhere along the line, and end up with a ton of money. But I think that's fair. I just think that if you, it's a modern day lynching without the
Yep.
lynching, right? So I think if you do that type of thing and you kill somebody, like how Ahmaud Arbery was hunted down and killed, and the judge put it very, very eloquently in the courtroom. And I hope they go for an appeal and get denied real quickly because they were guilty, definitely guilty on all counts or most counts. So
We definitely need to be concerned about how they tried to cover it up in the first place.
Yes.
I mean, not them,
Yes.
but like the state itself.
Oh, yeah.
Tried to just
Yeah.
dismiss them and like, no, they're fine. It was self-defense,
yeah, yeah,
Fuck, it was.
yeah.
This
So
was a modern day lynching, and yeah, they were dumb enough to record it. Thank God.
yeah, and luckily, I heard the prosecutor actually did a decent thing. She called for them to not make money off of this trial. So even when they're in jail, they will not be able to make money off the Aubrey name and what occurred there. So that's actually an added plus to. I've never thought I would say this, but to the prosecutor. So good on them. Second Sweeto I got this week is King Supers, commonly known as Kroger, amongst other people not in Denver or the surrounding area. Their workers are striking starting next week because of unfair wages and practices and a bunch of bullshit that's going on. So I think people are finally starting to wake up and say, you know what? Not enough money is being offered. Now, if you don't think that that's right, you know what King Supers is offering temporary workers during this strike, and I mean temporary. They're offering temporary workers $18 an hour when they can't even pay some tenured people that type of money. So that tells you everything you want to know about the strike. So my hope is that this union will make them fucking pay what these workers are worth, because a lot of them have a lot of tenure, 10, 15, 20 years working with this piece of shit company, Kroger. So going on strike, not a bad thing. Good for them. I hope they get everything that they want and more. And I hope supposedly it's going on for 3 weeks, which is very good. I mean, Kroger is going to have a big time problem when all their workers go on strike. Trust me on this. They're going to want to negotiate because they can't. They can hire all the temporary workers they want. It's just not going to work. So that's good on them.
Hey, Frank.
Yes.
I used to work for Kroger.
Oh, well, do you understand how bad it is?
Back in college, I worked for Kroger.
Yeah.
I worked in the seafood and meat department and was getting paid $4.90 an hour.
Ooh, I mean, you're really breaking in the dough there, Breakman. I mean,
Back in that time, that was back in the mid '90s. They raised the minimum wage from $4.40, I think at the time, to $5.10. And at that point, I got a raise to $5.10.
Ooh. I mean, you're
So
really
I was
living it up.
making the same amount as the teenagers that were also getting. Well, I mean, I was a teenager too, but I mean, I was working in a department, whereas the guys who were the high school kids that were in there just for a couple hours a day, making the same wage as them.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I didn't stick around long.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
when they finally did give me a raise, it was to $5.35.
ooh, wow. You were really living the high life then, I bet. It's
Yeah.
like it's like when I was working at Good Times. I was making like I think it was 4.25 an hour. But if you were there every day and made it on time, they raised your wage to like 4.65 an hour. It's like, ooh, wow, whole 40 cents more an hour. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. But if you were 1 minute late one day, they would take that 40 cents away from you. So, oof, I mean, it just whatever. Um, Freak Five says Sweetos, his daughter
It's a
turned
joke.
14 yesterday, and his birthday's on Sunday. Well, happy birthday in advance, Freak Five. Hope you get a bunch of cool stuff. He's gonna see No Way Home on Wednesday, so there you go. Yeah, I mean, meh.
Well, I noticed that they added Far From Home to Hulu, so I'm gonna finally watch that this week.
Yeah, watch it, man. That's a good
I'm gonna
movie.
catch up to last year.
I know, I know. Another stinko, he was taking a shit at work today. Well, nobody wanted to hear that. I went to wipe and there was no toilet paper in the stall.
Well, you
Wow.
laugh at him. You're evil. You
I
evil
think that's
bastard.
funny as hell, man.
Well, the story doesn't end because he's texted somebody to get him some toilet paper, and I'm guessing that person told him to kiss their ass or something.
Oh my god, that's funny as hell. Just get your ass up and go to the next stall, man. Come on, man. Or is it just a one?
Waddle over to the next stall.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Oh, spread-legged and shit.
Yeah,
Catch your
exactly. I mean, we've all had to do that walk at some point. I mean, come on. Or just use your underwear and toss them. I did that once. I'm like, fuck it.
So
And then
anyway,
when
back to Kroger. I'm just saying that I wholly support those people striking because yes, Kroger does heavily underpay people.
yeah.
Heavily.
Yeah, they should pay all their workers minimum $18 an hour. How about that for a start? If you can afford temporary workers for $18 an hour, let's start paying these people. And the people with tenure, let's get them some money too, more money. $20, $25 an hour. They deserve it. They've been there a while.
They trusted me to run register with hundreds of dollars, and I would have thousands of dollars worth of product, and I'd be by myself, but they can only pay me, less than $6
I know, $5 an hour.
an hour.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, like they're making money hand over fist, and I'm watching it go away.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
okay.
Last one that I got for you is Breakman gave me a really cool gift of some e-cards. And let me go through the embarrassment of riches that I got with them, guys. Are you ready? I got
Yeah.
SteamWorld Dig. I got SteamWorld Dig 2. My big purchase was this next one, Axiom Verge 2. I think that one cost me like $17. Morbid, the Seven Acolytes, which I thought looked interesting. Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3. And the final game that I got for a whopping $2 was Saints Row the 4th Remastered. So I just got an embarrassment of riches on my Switch, which I thought was... I made the best. I think I ended up paying for all those games like $1 and change, Breakman, because
Nice.
you always spend a little bit more, than your gift cards. That's kind of how gift cards work,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nice.
yeah, I got a bunch of games, man. Like a bunch of games.
Let me see. I bought what did I buy? I'm trying to remember what did I buy with the card you gave me. Shit. Yeah, there's actually some points I haven't spent yet, but I got a few of the smaller games that were on
Yeah.
sale, and I can't remember what they are right at the top of my head.
Yeah,
I'll have to check later. Sorry.
yeah, no worries.
I got all the Smash expansion passes and the
Oh.
Pokemon expansion pass.
That's awesome. That's cool. Right on. So there you go.
So have you tried out the any of the new characters?
No, I'm playing other things for the moment.
No, that's cool.
Yeah,
There are 3 bathrooms at work. 2 of them have 1 stall and 1 urinal. The other one has 2 stalls and 2 urinals. You need to have that place shut down. That's ridiculous. That's just not enough stalls.
The
There's not enough
jizzer
toilet paper.
guys.
They should be penalized heavily.
Okay,
The
there's
one
context.
with the 2 stalls is the one where the jizzer guy's haunted.
Remember the Jizzer Guys story, guys? That was classic, man. Love that story. But all right, well, let's let's move on. Those are all my sweetos for the year, or for this episode, for the first of the year. But quite a few sweetos. So I mean, starting off the year with a bang. But let's go to our free for all, y'all.
It's a free for all. Little baby. Yeah, it's a free for all. Wow. Suck it.
All right, no tournament this month, guys. We're gonna do some topics, and then we'll get back to tourney next month. I haven't really decided. We'll decide the last week of January.
We definitely need to go back to games because we did lots of not games.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. But in lieu of that, this month we are gonna be doing some topics. This topic I knew would be a hotbed because yesterday was January 6th, and Breakman, I think we'll start with you because you actually had this in your Sweeto. So what was your Stinko?
My
I mean
Stinko,
Stinko. I misspoke. Stinko. What was your Stinko gonna be? And then we'll parlay that into a chat about January 6th.
So last year, one day ago, so 366 days, 357 days is what I meant. 66 days. I don't even know how to count. Anyway, do you know what the kid with no arms got for Christmas? Asked Freak.
No, we don't.
I don't want to answer that, and I'm moving on. So, anyways,
You got Jack's arms?
Jacked arms.
Did you get like the magical versions from the last Mortal Kombat movie?
Yeah.
He hasn't opened it yet. That's so mean.
You did this a while ago too. You're terrible.
So mean, man. So mean, Freak 5. You should
exile him.
Yeah, like I'm the one that's supposed to be doing the offensive jokes and stuff here. That's.
Are you not going to
that's
use your power,
promotion.
Breakman? Because this is such an egregious thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to exile Frank for this.
Me? Why me? Son of a bitch. Damn it, that's the first time I've ever been exiled and I didn't even do nothing. Holy shit. All right. Anyways.
That's the power cross.
Dare you. Dare you, Breakman. I can't wait till I get my exile powers back. I'm going to do one just to spite
All right,
you.
So
Son of a
anyway,
bitch.
last year we know that a violent mob tried to wreck the Capitol. They went in there rushing in. Not all of them were in there rushing in to go after people, but a certain amount of people were. There were a certain amount of people who were just walking through, thought it was the coolest thing ever. Thought it was like a tourist trip to, we're invading the Capitol, yay!
With weapons.
He said that I wanted that's another
Selfies.
Dare you,
Yeah,
Freak
but
5.
we also know there was a lot of violent people in there, and there were people in there that were intending to kill public officials, including our vice president and the Speaker of the House. Two people who I think are dirt shit human beings, but I would not wish murder on anybody.
Right.
So anyways, it's been a year since then, and how many, and we know that before it started, Donald Trump had a conference, and he riled people up, and he told them to march on the Capitol, and that we're going to go down there, and we're going to stop them from doing this, and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't imagine all that stuff. That happened, right?
Yes, it did happen.
Well, a year later, how come none of the main people have been arrested yet?
Right. None of the politicians have been arrested yet. None of
the politicians, none of the main leaders of none of the Fox News people, none of the politicians, none of the have they arrested the Proud Boys? That's what the name I'm trying to think of.
No.
Proud Boys
No.
leader.
No, none of them
I
have
don't
been
think they
arrested.
had.
No.
So none of the people responsible for an attempt to overthrow our election over a year later have been even arrested.
Yeah,
Charged.
but a lot of
anything.
700 people have been arrested. Mainly the normal, the quote unquote normal people, the followers that went in there, of course, because they're peons, right? None of them are big time players in this grand scheme of
We
things.
can pretend that we're doing something even though we're not.
Right.
And
Exactly.
Merrick Garland held a conference yesterday saying how we're going after these people and stuff, and nobody's exempt. Really, it's a year later, and the person who blatantly got these people going, Donald Trump, walks around still claiming the election stolen from him.
Mm-hmm.
He's still doing the same shit that started it. He was going to do a press conference.
Last time I checked, eliciting a riot or inciting a riot was a federal crime. So I
This was
agree.
even worse because he was trying to get them to overthrow the election.
Right. Which the last time I checked,
Wait,
a political
did he
coup.
actually tell him to, or did he do everything short of that so he could get plausible deniability?
Plausible
Well, it's one of
deniability.
those, they never do it outright, say it anymore. But when you've riled the crowd up, like there's no question that he riled the crowd up, and that he did nothing for 2 hours. He did not call for help. He did not call for them to stop or anything. He was apparently just watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and at that point, you could just get him for dereliction of duty, and they didn't even do that.
Yeah. Like there's so much crime committed by Donald Trump, and there's been zero accountability.
And his cronies like Jim Jordan and Mark Meadows, who's a Weasley
Steve
fucking traitor
Bannon.
and should be in jail for the rest of his life, and you know, the like people like Donald Trump Jr. and Ivanka Trump and Eric Trump, and I mean the list just goes on and on. Jason Miller. You know, you could just name one. Steve Bannon should be in jail for a good chunk of time, probably like 30, 40 years with no chance of parole. Who else? I mean, there's just Roger Stone.
Did you say Josh Hawley? Roger Stone.
Hawley should be in jail. Roger Stone should definitely be in jail.
Who was it that was running tours the day before to try and get the people like showing them where to go?
Wasn't it
What's
that?
her name?
Marjorie Taylor Greene or
Bobert. No,
Bobert.
the other one.
Bobert.
Maybe it was Green. Yeah, her.
They should be in jail. You know, and I'm not saying this as a partisan thing either. All right, if this was Democrats, I'd say the same fucking thing.
An attempt to overthrow our election. It doesn't matter what party attempted to do it.
Right.
These people need to be in prison.
Absolutely.
Plain and simple.
100. I totally agree. So that kind of plays into this January 6th thing, right? It was a very somber time, right? I mean, I don't care what party you believe in, whether it be Republican or Democrat. Watching those people go in there, I don't think there's any disagreement. Both Republicans, regular Republicans and normal, regular Democrats can both agree, right? The people that stormed the Capitol were fucking wrong, right? I don't think.
And for a few days, most Republicans were in on that too. Like they were like, "This is horrible. Like the president's responsible and stuff like that." And then they all just, you know, their tails got all the way back up their asses, and they ran and hid behind Trump. Like, we're sorry, sir. We didn't mean to say that bad stuff about you.
Even somebody like fucking Hannity was screaming at Mark Meadows to do something, right? I mean, this is what's come out in the time since. I mean, there's still fallout. I mean,
meanwhile, he was on TV downplaying it and saying that like this was staged and like, or what's Tucker been spreading that it's they were set up by the FBI or something.
Oh yeah, I mean any conspiracy theory under the sun they'll run with, you know, as long as it gets some ratings. Sofacal's in chat and Caxips06 is in chat. What's up, people? And Sony PlayStations is in chat too. So I just want to make mention of them.
Breakman is a kid, so is there gonna be a little kid wearing a lot of plaid? I'm guessing.
Oh my God, we got to check this out.
Backwards hat. Yeah, that's pretty accurate actually.
Let's see. Oh my God, this is awesome. Hold on, I'm gonna get right here. Let me put this up on screen. Right here. This is Break as a kid. I don't want to get copyright, so I'll just put up the picture. But this is the package, apparently. So there you go. Break as a kid with the backwards hat and the Bieber haircut, the young Bieber haircut. What? What are you laughing at, Break? What? What are you laughing at?
Little kid, he's awesome.
Oh, the kid, yeah. I like the chain around his neck and the what is that? The virtual reality.
Man, he's a horrible little shit.
So there you go. So yeah, January 6th, guys.
Oh, that's why I watched the movies. You saw that little kid saying that. Like I've seen I've seen thousands of titties. I don't want to see you, sister.
Um,
Little asshole.
right. So, and you know what? Democrats are fucking spineless too, Breakman, and I'll tell you why. Because they're having this moment of solidarity on January 6th, and they're playing it up politically, right? Instead of saying this is just fucking horrible and we shouldn't do it, right? And these are the measures we're taking to make sure it doesn't happen again. Like, I don't know, arresting the politicians that were complicit, like the people that we mentioned, holding them accountable, like Jim Jordan and Josh Hawley and Mark Meadows, and who else can we name? I mean, there's a plethora of pieces of shit out there.
So many of them who voted against impeachment, or I'm sorry, not impeachment, voted against certifying the election.
Yes.
Like
traitors.
Oh my God, are you
traitors.
fucking serious? Yeah, they're exactly that. They're traitors.
Yeah, traitors. So
it's sad and it's scary, especially that they're not being punished, because it means they're going to try harder next time.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of time before we get some sort of violent coup, either now or later, and it could be from Democrats. Let's not put it past a Democrat, what you call it, despot. So,
yeah, one of the parties is about to take over. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Right now, it looks like it's going to be Republicans.
It's going to be the Republicans. I mean, for sure. There's no doubt. I mean, we've talked about
they're so much better at messaging than the Democrats are, for one thing.
The Democrats aren't stupid. They're doing it on purpose because they like the status quo. They like things to stay in the middle.
But basically, the Republicans have mastered the disinformation.
Yes.
Say whatever. Pretty much, you can get away with whatever you want, just as long as you get them all riled up and please them. If you give them enemies to hate, they're all on board usually.
Yeah. Disinformation is their game, and they're very good at it, no doubt. But I tell you what,
and like you said, the Democrats completely complicit in it because they don't want to change the status quo.
Right.
Because Nancy Pelosi likes getting rich off the stock markets. She obviously she doesn't want to change anything because it's a free market, as she said. Yeah. Well, bitch, you've got advantages that the rest of us don't have. How is that a free fucking market?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Nancy Pelosi. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
And Freak5 says, you know what is hilarious? I agree with you, by the way, Breakman. Fuck Nancy Pelosi. She's a piece of shit, and most Democrats are Democrats. And most Republicans are, too. There are a couple of principled ones, but...
They just want to uphold the status quo, which is them getting rich.
Right.
Essentially.
That's exactly
and
right.
maintaining power.
Have you noticed how they never vote down a raise when it comes to vote? They never do.
Right. They
So,
were quick to reinstate it too after they froze it for a couple of years. They're like, well, since then inflation's gone up so much, but what about minimum wage? Well, we can't because
it'll ruin our economy and it'll hurt small businesses.
And it'll blow up the budget.
Yeah.
And the deficit, we can't do it because of the deficit.
Deficit. Always the deficit.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's go get some tax breaks to the rich too. We can do that.
Oh yeah. All day long. All day long. We can do that. Let's see. Freak5 says, you know what is hilarious? The gun nut assholes on the right who want a civil war, the first thing that happens if their side wins is a new constitution that makes guns illegal. Yeah, you see? I mean, be careful what you wish for, because there you go. That says it in a nutshell. Freak5 is very succinct. That could be your future. So, and all these people that think there's going to be a civil war and that they're total badasses, just watch the military just wipe you out. I mean, let's just put it that way.
These people talking about civil war, how are you going to manage a civil war? Back in the 1800s, the 19th century, states were heavily divided.
Yeah.
Now it's not like that. We're all globally connected. We can talk to each other on the internet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the voices are widely different between neighbors in each state.
Yeah.
So if you want to go to civil war, just because you do doesn't mean your neighbors don't want to, or the people in the next city want to.
Yeah, and like I said, you know how quickly the military would stamp out any fucking inkling of a civil war? Mm-hmm. It would be like fucking... It would be like Muhammad Ali versus a baby with all your stupid guns, right? You could have a fucking arsenal, and it wouldn't do anything against the military of this country. You know, I know that the military doesn't outweigh the amount of guns, but are you kidding me? I would bank on our military to win that war. I would put every possession I have up right now. Citizens versus the military. I guarantee the military would come out on top. Guaranteed. And it wouldn't be a good thing either to have that happen. Because what happens at the end of
I
that?
just remembered I do have a stinko, but like
just the fact that these Americans think about killing other Americans.
I know.
sickens me,
It's
like,
gross. It's gross. What were you saying, Eric?
I had a stinko, but I kind of decided against it because like, how many times are we going to talk about this moron called the Pope?
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I saw
He
that.
said
one,
recently
too. I
about
said my piece
about
on it.
having pets over having children was selfish. Apparently,
Wait,
Yeah.
what now? What now?
You didn't hear
raising
this, Frank?
pets instead of raising kids or deciding not to have kids at all.
Not have kids.
I'm a selfish person because I don't
Even
have
though
kids,
it's
but I
even though
have
it's more
pets.
selfish to want to have brought another life into this world that you're gonna
Right.
pollute the environment with because of all the resources they're gonna consume in addition to yourself.
Yeah, the Pope's a whack
Well,
job.
I just
man.
like the same people that don't want abortion, like, or want them to, have these
Never
kids.
mind all the reasons for not wanting to have kids that are legitimate.
Well, here's the thing. How can you be anti-abortion and pro-death penalty? I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
and they don't have anything to do with the kids once they're born. Like they're
No adoption
against
help.
welfare
No,
and-
none of that.
Well, I shouldn't say
Yeah.
the Pope's against welfare. The Pope's not against welfare, but most
Right.
of those type.
Totally against all that, even though welfare is like a small portion of our tax dollars, right?
Yeah.
I mean, comparatively speaking to the military and
They've
and everything
convinced
else.
people that that some jobs are way lesser, and
Oh, yeah.
that people that there are people, everyone should be working to.
Because the last thing anybody should do is listen to the advice of an old man who hasn't been involved in the world in his entire life,
Right,
pretty much.
Right. That's exactly right, Eric. Exactly right. And Freak Five says the same guy who hasn't had kids. You're right. Right.
As far as we know, I mean, popes say one thing but do another.
Right. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I think that's gonna wrap it up for this week, though, guys. I think.
He also thinks it's a lot and doing that consistently leads to a loss of humanity. It's as if it's like the only purpose a woman has is to be a
breed.
broodmare.
Right. I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's
pretty
absurd. It's absurd. I mean, look.
Of course, this is the church that doesn't let women become priests.
I can't wait till the Catholic Church is just non-existent and I mean, it's already irrelevant, right?
I kind of want to start a series called Serious Questions for Catholics and How Do You Reconcile Being Part of an Organization that is so backwards when you yourself aren't.
Right. Freak Five says.
And Freak brings up a
Yep.
huge point.
Yep.
Go ahead, Frank.
Oh, I was just gonna say. Speaking of Freak Five, he wants more kids because unwanted kids are more likely to stay silent about the abuse of his employees. So that's exactly right. How many times has the Catholic Church? We've chronicled it on this.
Turn a blind eye to childhood abuse, but let's have more kids.
More than turn a blind eye, they've implemented gag orders so that
You're
the
right.
church
You're right. I'm
doesn't
sorry.
get
They've
exposed.
enabled. They've helped. They've sent these people to other places
Yep.
to molest other kids
100.
in other countries.
100.
Just they've hit 'em.
100.
They
On that note, everybody, Happy New Year. We're happy to have a new year for you guys. We're gonna have lots of fun stuff on the show as always, but it's back to business as normal. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let's do our plugs. Breakman, plug away.
Fuck me. You can follow me at break_man on Twitter. No, wait a minute. Shit.
Wow,
You can
off to
follow
a
me
great
at
start.
RPGrinders on Twitter.
Off to a great start, RPGrinders.
You can follow me at RPGrinders on Twitter. Or you can ask
Oh god.
Dear Breakman a question, or just criticize us or whatever.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
All right, Eric, plugs please.
You can find me on BostonBasketBall.com. I write reviews there for games, and I provide audio reviews for other games on on the feed. I haven't done anything this week. I just got too wrapped up in Mom Polana to actually record anything today or the days before. I'll definitely do something tomorrow.
All right.
I just either been feeling kind of off or just really focused on playing the game.
Yeah.
To actually record anything, but I can break myself away from it for a couple minutes tomorrow.
Yeah, and if you want to support Eric's efforts to continue bringing us great reviews,
I've actually lost one supporter, so I could use more patrons.
Yep, Eric could use more patrons on his Twitter feed at EricRPG. Make sure you go there. That's where his information for the link for the Patreon is there. So it'd be really nice to have you join on in and support his efforts to give us great reviews and all the hard work that he does.
At the very least, even if I don't do anything tomorrow, I am going to upload the first 2 episodes of a retrospective for Metroid.
Yeah. Freak 5 is... Oh, I can't do it. Breakman. I need your help
What
here.
did he do?
I need
will
your
plug
help here.
Bernie's OnlyFans. She shot bottle rockets out of her ass for New Year's. Whoa! Now that's a show. Holy crap!
How dare you,
Wait,
Breakman? I'm going to remember
Does that
these,
mean
too.
Does
Keeping
that mean
track.
her methane's igniting the sparks?
Methane.
So, oh shit! Like, so you didn't light it? You let her fart light it?
Oh
or
my
something,
God.
Is what you're saying? Or,
Oh, my God.
or did you have like the bottle rockets by the ass?
This is the
and
worst. You're the worst,
there's like
Breakman.
a candle lit, and you farted and blew the flame onto
Never
the
gonna
bottle
bet.
rockets? Is
I'm
that
never
how it
going to
happened?
bet Breakman. This is not going to be a condition of our bets going forward. I can guarantee you that. Anything else, Eric?
Not really.
All right, you could follow
Stay
me.
safe out there because the weather is getting worse.
Yeah.
It's
You
so
could follow.
goddamn cold today.
Yep. You could follow me on. Well, it's warm here, 60 degrees and beautiful. It was earlier, sunny. You could follow me.
Yeah, that's
on,
what I meant by getting worse. It probably shouldn't be that warm.
I know. Probably shouldn't at all. You could follow me on. Let's see. Sounds like Break is about to subscribe. How dare you, Freak 5? I can't wait to give you like it's sort of like
You need
Be-
a mouse to subscribe.
Beavis and Butthead on No Laughing. That's gonna be me when I get my
She
exile
gave, me
powers back.
she gave me a friends and family lifetime discount.
Oh
Ron.
God damn it, Breakman. God damn it. You can follow me on Twitter at Frank Branches. You can follow me on any of the systems, RPGrinders. Also, I want to plug this channel. It's really cool for gamers. If you like the old school arcade beat 'em up type style games, there's one that plays them 24/7. It's Kawaii Games, and it's the 24/7 arcade video games channel, and it's fucking awesome. I mean, they have the old school classics like Double Dragon and all those kind of games, right? The old school beat 'em up games, and it's a joy to watch because the dude just completes them all. Like it's 24/7 of classic arcade video games. So check out that channel. It's just really, really cool. I like it a lot. So what else do I got? I think that's about it. Do you guys have anything else before we take off?
Nope, I just need to remember to stay quiet during the outro since I was, noisy during the beginning.
Yeah.
I'll try and stay zipped.
I know we should do it during
promise.
the intro instead of the outro this year, type thing. All right, that's about it for this week, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of 2022. Stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we are out. Later, everybody. Couldn't help yourself, could you? Couldn't help yourself, could you,
That was
Breakman?
not me. That was
Son of a
Harmy and
bitch.
Calvert. I had nothing to do with that. I
I-
stayed silent. Those
I
two
I think you won the internet with your comment in chat, though, Breakman. I think that was about the funniest thing I think I've seen in a long time. You used too many fingers?
I like that.
Oh my God! All right, everybody in chat, thank you guys so much. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming back, Freak Five. Hope you had a good New Year's. Everybody in chat had a good New Year's, and I think that's about it. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week.